Welcome to the video. The gang's all here, and Aunt Barry's still trying to find some jewelry for us. But meanwhile, I'm going to show y'all some dumpster finds before those paintings that I just didn't have time to videotape. And got this little guy. He's probably going to go to the park. He's going to fall over. I got my tea. I'm on the second round of that tea bag, so it's getting a little bit weak. Yeah, look at this. Got some nice charms, or not sure what to call these. St. Jude. Then we got this right here, prayer angel coin token. Christmas piece dove. Yep, thrown out. Crispy. Bonus card. Okay, this is it's just a card. Very nice one. Little painting, an original painting. I'll put it up there. It's nice. I don't know if it had a signature and it wore off. It looked like there was something down there at one point. It's a little canvas. I mean, I can see the number 5. So I think it just wore off or something. That's very nice. Dainty pastel pattern. Well, there you are, Minka. Hi. She's coming in here. Sears and Roebuck, made in Japan. There's only one of them left in here, I believe. It's really nice. That's a nice scene for a rock right there. I'm going to do that. That's very nice. Lovely. And then this one, the handle is quite broken, and I don't think there's another. That's all that made it through the play set years. Little Hostess, dishes for playtime. Those are some pretty nice playtime dishes. And then I got a bunch of cars, and I got this all in like 6 bags of a toy throw out, where I had gotten there before my competition. Y'all know how I like the little cars. Nitro. That's a neat one. Here's the whole shebang. We got the station where you're pulling over when you're racing. NASCAR. Isn't that cool? Changing those tires. That's a whole scene there. I went in there today. This is a Buddy Corporation. I don't think I have one of those, made in Japan. So the decal is kind of coming off. But it's really cool. It's like a Good Times van. I like it a lot. I told y'all I would clean off my 2 shelves that I'm making 3, and I just haven't had time to do it this summer. But I'll show it to y'all one of these days. It's just piles upon piles of cars right now, and I may need more than 3 shelves after we get through with this. I think this is Disney. He was in there. I don't have a beaver, so he's really cute. So I went in there today, and neither one of the managers was working. Sometimes they take off on a Saturday or a Monday, but they had a volunteer in there, one of the ones from last year. There was barely any jewelry anywhere, so I don't know what they're doing with all the costume jewelry, because I don't think they're throwing it in the dumpster. I haven't seen any in a long time, but I just don't know. They just have a few necklaces and bracelets just kind of to pretend that they do get jewelry, and they probably tell their boss, well, we just don't get much. I mean, it used to be gold, silver, turquoise. This is pretty cool. Everything, you name it. I could go in there on any weekend day and buy 10, 15 pieces of silver if I wanted to, but they charge $10 for all their silver, which they should have because it's sold. That's why I always would wait just to get it from the dumpster. This is really cool. Made in Hong Kong. Grandfather clock. That'll go on my shelf. There was just nothing. Now this would be in our family, except it has to come in a jewelry jar, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this little giraffe, but she's cute. I'll look her up. Maybe she's a little pet shop. Maybe that's a rare one. I just don't know. She's not standing. Well, there she goes. So that was just nothing in there of value anywhere. Well, I went in there to look to see if they have any more. I'm talking low because my friend's asleep. Today was her first day, official day back at work. And I'm using her phone. But I'm getting really used to the iPad. I've taken lots of pictures and listed all 3 of the Japanese paintings. One of them, I don't know who the artist is. It's just a symbol, so somebody may know. I did a bead lot of some of the glass and stone beads. I'm charging $14 with free shipping because it's going to cost me $8 to ship. It's about 2 to 3 pounds. I don't have a postal scale. I'm just set it on the bathroom scale, and you know, it's a half of a gallon of pretty good beads, so it's on the eBay. I don't really have a way to put a link right now, but it's on my About page. If you just click on the About on Clad Queen, put all those scarves on Etsy. I forgot what I asked. $24 free shipping, something like that. That's pretty cool. You know, just when I thought I don't need to go to the dumpster anymore, you know, find those amazing prints. We'll see what they realize. I don't know how much they will go for. Look at this. This is so cool. I don't have a submarine like this. I mean, search and salvage. Let me see who. It's just, look how new it is. It's not even dinged up. And they just, I don't understand it because there's nothing in the shop. Matchbox to buy. Matchbox. Made in Thailand. Deep diver. I don't see a year. Man, that is so cool. So anyway, those ladies, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Oh, there was nothing in the trash today because the volunteers are probably not allowed to do any of that, go through anything. They're just there to run the shop so that these two can hit probably pawn shops, my guess, in other cities at this point. You can only, Charles Products. Okay. You can only, pawn around town so much. It's a small, hi Minka, it scared me. Cynthia gave me a good idea to mix some warm water with her wet food and make a cat soup, kitty soup, and she loves it. Right, Minka? You love your kitty soup? And there's Olivia trying to check on her. Oh my goodness, she's behind. She's behind all of these necklaces. Minka, come here. She hears me talking. There they are. Let me see. What are y'all doing? Let's just see. Let's see what they're doing. Well, there she goes. Livia. Livy. Come here, Livy. Come here, Livia. Come on, Livy. Come here. Come here. Livia. Oh, you can get... Oh, you're such a good girl. You wanted to do... You were such a good girl. You squeezed in there. Squeezed in there. She needs a bath. Oh, I gotta give her a bath. Oh, anytime she hears Minka cry, she thinks there's food around, even though it's 10 o'clock at night, Livia. We're all done. Here they come. The black and whites. The black and whites. Y'all are funny. Funny. Mommy's doing a video, Livy. This says Centaur. I don't know, but I like, my little tokens. Where is this from? Shreveport, Bossier City. All right, that's cool. That's a cool one. I got those little soldiers. Oh, I remember. This is 2-piece. This is really neat. Little coal car. James Tender. James for display only. So this is a little, what would you call it? Salesman sample? Or maybe not. Display piece. Pretty neat. I mean, these are just the ones I kept. I took literally like 4 big trash bags of toys, but I put them in boxes and combined them to the local parks, a couple parks, and I would monitor and go by in the day or two. And at the end, it was just some little doll clothes. Nobody could connect with the doll. They took the doll, but left that, so then that went into the trash because it was all dirty. And it was a big success, in my opinion. Instead of going to the trash, making some people, that's what I call my community service, plus the rocks. I put out 17 rocks again today, but they were mostly, I gotta let Olivia out. She can't squeeze through that way. You're going out? You're going out and get you some water. I'm gonna close the door so I can talk a little more freely. So anyway, I took about 17 around, and they were not really good painted. I just did a color on them, a nice yellow, a nice blue, and I got some stamps and stamped them with the horse and a dog footprint and stuff like that. So seahorses, just some little quick things that the kids could find, because nobody's been putting out very many decent rocks. This looks like 2002. Doesn't that, they look like somebody, but there's no name then. Precious Moments or something, but I don't see a name. It's 2002 PMIPA China. I don't know. He's cute. Any more in there? Look at this one. That's a cool one. Matchbox Checker Cab 2003. That's really cool. Look at that. I want to really straighten out my shelves, but I've been busy. Oh, there's a penguin in there. So anyway, this was just what I pulled for myself because we're all big kids. We like to play with jewelry and toys, and I like my little tiny things. That's a pretty good one. So there's that. Pretty cool. And we're going to have a devotional. My friend walked in with a laptop, and I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, no, it's not mine. It's one I can borrow. And of course it didn't work. She couldn't log in, and that's okay. I just have started using the iPad, and I decided I'm just not going to be in a hurry. And when I list it, I have to turn the picture and edit, you know, and learned how to do that. And that took a back and forth and a back and forth. But it's done, and I'm starting to do it, so I'm excited. Very exciting. My official day back at work is Thursday. And tomorrow I've got another follow-up at another doctor. No biggie. And I'm going to go get a little shot for the asthma. It's an experimental drug. No, it's not experimental. They've approved it. And it's been working. I mean, I've been able to walk all over in this humidity, and it's been amazing. So I'm really thrilled with that. And let's just look at our heart pages here. Heartstrings. My son shaved today, and it broke my heart. That sweet little baby skin now sprouts ugly dark stubble. He used to sit in my lap. Now he barely fits in my chair. He's not only growing up, he's growing away from me. Lord, I put him in your care the day that he was born. I prayed him through years of skinned knees and broken hearts. Now I am facing something that's harder than anything before, letting him grow up and letting him go. Lord, I can't do this without you. I could not loosen the strings on this child of my heart if he wasn't your child too. Nice. That's nice. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Wow, that's a very powerful one there, isn't it? I try not to make comments. That comment just came out. I think that was one of my grandfather's favorite songs. He liked that, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I wonder if that comes from that. Psalm 21. I will fear no evil. It was his birthday on the 3rd of August. Psalm 27. And he was the he was the treasure hunter, whether it was looking for diamonds in Arkansas, even though he drove down from Pennsylvania, or whether it was looking for treasure of our ancestors, which he kept detailed notes and helped me quite a bit. And I got through with the internet, of course. He hit a stopping point, and I broke through that, but I'm sure he already knows about the mysteries. He kind of came to a place where he got stuck, and he was just one generation away from the Revolutionary War ancestor. but because that guy had the same name as his son, he couldn't. And those records were probably very hard to find if you're going to go to a courthouse. I mean, that's how he did it. Now you just get on the internet. I wish I had some jewelry, y'all, to look through. I mean, I have jewelry that's from the dumpster dives, but I don't want to look through that. We're just going to be patient and wait on Aunt Barry to. I mean, they hardly have anything listed. I did go look at Tampa. Someone suggested Tampa, and I appreciate that. You're right. They do have it all broken out where, you know what you're getting, and beautiful stuff. Very beautiful stuff, so I appreciate that. And they had one lot of brooches, but to me it looks like they have really gleaned. I mean, they'll list one thing, all the opals are singly listed in gold, and it's gorgeous stuff. I just feel like I may not find, well, the person that suggested it said you're not going to find gold and silver, but you're going to find brand names. So I might go for one of their brooch lots and see some of these, get some names of brooches. But the thing with the city I'm looking at now is they've slowed down and started doing their little picky stuff, pulling stuff out. And all their sterlings are pulling out and putting on. There was 3 lots of them. And they're just going for too much, I mean, I bid on them, but I'm not going to pay $70, $80 for 4 or 5 little pieces with mostly just chain, thin chain. People just going crazy out there. And I went to the thrift store today. John was working. He was in good spirits. And I'm just looking at their mess that they've got going, and hopefully there'll be a change in there, because it's just, something's up in there, and it's not in the front, it's in the back, however they're doing it. People in the front just do what they're told. But we'll see. So thinking and praying for everyone, and appreciate y'all's comments and your support, and always giving me that encouragement. And so just want to do a video to say thank you, and just to go ahead and show y'all these finds from 2 or 3 weeks ago. I didn't even know. I forgot they were in a shoebox in here with the shoebox closed. So y'all have a good evening. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Hang in there, everybody.